ಹಲೋ 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 ಹಲೋ
ಹಲೋ ಸರ್,
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಓಕೆ.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಹಾ, ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ, ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ
ಸರ್? ನಮಸ್ತೆ, ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಹೇಗೆ?
ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
ಸರಿ, ಓಕೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ?
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಸರ್.
ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ನಾಗೇಶ್ವರ ಅವ್ರು ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಲೋ ಸರ್, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಿಮ್ದು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. After a long time.
I wanted to see you all, so I have got all of you on the
Great.
board.
Great occasion created.
Okay.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗತ್ತಪ್ಪ?
ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಹಾ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಲಕ್ಕನ್ ಅವ್ರು. ರಮಣಯ್ಯ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಮೋಹನ್ ಸರ್ಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ರಮಣಯ್ಯ ಸರ್ಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಏನ್ ಲಕ್ಕನ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಗದಗು?
ನಡ ಸರ್ ಇನ್ನು ಇದಾರೆ ಸರ್, ಇವ್ರು ಜನಪದ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಹಾ
ಸರ್ ಈಗ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಸರ್ ಅವ್ರು ನಾವು ಕೂಡಿ ಬಾಜುಕ್ ಇದಾರೆ ಸರ್.
ಅವರು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕುತ್ಕೋಬಹುದು.
ಕುಂದರ್ಶಿನ್ ಸರ್.
ಬಗಾಡೆ ಅವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಬಗಾಡೆ ಅವರು ಬಂದಾರೆ.
ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀರಿ ನೀವು? ರೈತ ಭವನ್?
ನಾನು ರೈತ ಬಂದಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ಈಗ ಸಂತೋಷ್ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರ ಅವಾಗ ಶುರು ಮಾಡೋದು.
ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
ಅದು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಉಳಿದಿರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕಾಯಿರಿ.
ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತೆ.
ಸರಿ, ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೇನು ಮಾತಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವ್ ಕರಿ 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕಿರಣ್ಗೆ. ಸಂತೋಷ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 4 o'clock.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕಾ ಅಂದೆ ಇನ್ನು?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಶುರು ಮಾಡುವ ಸರ್.
ಹಾ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ರಾಜ್ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಒಂದು ಅನನ್ಯ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯವಾಗಿದ್ದು, ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆಯಾಗಿ 6 ವರ್ಷಗಳು ಸಂದಿವೆ. ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ಪಠ್ಯೇತರ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು ಕಳೆದ 5 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಕಳೆದ 5 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ವಿವಿಯು ಪ್ರಗತಿಯತ್ತ ದಾಪುಗಾಲು ಹಾಕುತ್ತಾ ಮುನ್ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಇಂತಹ ಪ್ರಗತಿಯ ದಾಪುಗಾಲು ಸರ್ಕಾರ, ಸಮಾಜ ಎಲ್ಲರಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಕುರಿತು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸವನ್ನ ಮೂಡಿಸಿದೆ. ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳು, ಕುಲಸಚಿವರು ಹಾಗೂ ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳು ಸಾಮೂಹಿಕವಾಗಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯವನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಟುವಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರಮ ವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಂತರ ಬಂದಂತಹ ಹೊಸ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳು ಸಹ ಇಂದಿನವರ ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ತುಂಬುವ ಮೂಲಕ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯವನ್ನು ಮುನ್ನಡೆಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಸಹಭಾಗಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುನ್ನಡೆಸಲು ಹಾಗೂ ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಸಹಕರಿಸಿದ ಮತ್ತು ಸಹಕರಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಆಯೋಜಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಇದೀಗ ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ಕ್ರೇಜ್ ನಿರ್ದೇಶನದ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಜೀವ ವೈವಿಧ್ಯಮಯ ಕುರಿತು ಕಿರುಚಿತ್ರವನ್ನು ಸಾದರಪಡಿಸಲಾಗುವುದು. ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲಿನ ಪರಿಸರದ ಜೀವ ವೈವಿಧ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡಲು, ಬೆಳೆಸಲು ನಮಗೆ ಇದು ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿದಾಯಕವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಈ ಕಿರುಚಿತ್ರವನ್ನು ವೀಕ್ಷಿಸೋಣ.
ಮರವೊಂದೇ ಬಂದವರಿಗೆ ಆಸರೆ ನೆರಳು.
ನುಡಿ ನುಡಿ ರೀತಿಗಳೆಷ್ಟೇ ಇದ್ದರೂ ಒಂದೇ ಒಳಗಿನ ಹುರುಳು.
ಪಂಪ ಬಸವ ಕವಿ ಕುಮಾರ ವ್ಯಾಸರ ಕಾವ್ಯದ ಉಸಿರೊಂದೇ.
ಹಸುರಿನ ವೈಖರಿ ಸಾವಿರವಿದ್ದರೂ ಧರಿಸುವ ಬಸಿರೊಂದೇ. ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿ.
ನಿದ ನಿದ ಬಗದ ಮದ ಸಾರೆ ದ.
ಕಾಮನ ಬೆಳ್ಳಿ ನಾಡು, ನಾನಾ ಬಲುಕಿನ ಹಾಡು.
ಹಲವಿದ್ದರು ಒಲವೊಂದೇ ಎನ್ನುವ ನಮ್ಮೊಲವಿನ ಕರುನಾಡು.
ಕಾಮನ ಬೆಳ್ಳಿ ನಾಡು, ನಾನಾ ಬಲುಕಿನ ಹಾಡು. ಹಲವಿದ್ದರೂ ಒಲವೊಂದೇ ಎನ್ನುವ ನಮ್ಮೊಲವಿನ ಕರುನಾಡು. ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿ.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದವರೇ ಆದ ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ಕ್ರೇಜ್ ಅವರು ನಿರ್ದೇಶಿಸಿದ ಜೀವ ವೈವಿಧ್ಯದ ಕುರಿತು ಕಿರುಚಿತ್ರವನ್ನು ನಾವೀಗಷ್ಟೇ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದೀಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಿತ್ತರವಾಗಲಿದೆ ಕಳೆದ 2 ವರ್ಷದ ನೆನಪಿನ ಅವಲೋಕನ.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸರ್.
ಇದೀಗ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಕುಲಸಚಿವರಾದ ಬಸವರಾಜ ಲಕ್ಕಣ್ಣ ಸರ್ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಂತಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ರಾಜ್ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಕಳೆದ 2 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ವಿಷ್ಣುಕಾಂತ್ ಸೆಟ್ಪಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಪೂರೈಸಿದ ನಿಮಿತ್ತ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ನಾವೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಸರ್ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಒಪ್ಪಂದಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸಮರ್ಪಣಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ನಾವು ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗದ ಹಾಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಾನ್ಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕ ಮಿತ್ರರು ಹಾಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ ವರ್ಗದವರು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸರ್ ಕುಂತ ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾಪ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸರ್ ಮೊದಲು ಬೇಡ ಅಂದ್ರು. ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಏನೇ ಇರಲಿ ಸರ್ ಒಂದು ಚರ್ಚೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ವಿಮರ್ಶೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಈ ಒಂದು ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸಮರ್ಪಣಾ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆಯನ್ನು ವಹಿಸಬೇಕಂತ ನಾನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ವಿಷ್ಣುಕಾಂತ್ ಸೆಟ್ಪಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರನ್ನ ಕೋರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸರ್. ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಅನೇಕ ಜನರು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ನಾಗೇಶ್ವರ ರಾವ್ ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ರಮಣಯ್ಯ ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಜೀವನ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಇಸಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆದ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಭಟ್ ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸುರೇಶ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣರಾವ್ ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಿರೇಮಠ್ ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಒಬ್ಬಾಳಿ ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕುಲಸಚಿವರು ಮತ್ತು ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಿದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಸುರೇಶ್ ವಿ ನಾಡಗೌಡ ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೀಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುತ್ತಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಸಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರು ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕ ಮಿತ್ರರು ಹಾಗೂ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿರುವ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಹಣಕಾಸು ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಾದ ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಈ ಒಂದು 2 ವರ್ಷದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೆಸರಿಟ್ಟಾಗ ಸರ್ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ ಸರ್ನೇ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದವನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಈ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮನ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರ ಒಂದು ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ಮೋದಿ ಅವರು 8 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು ಇವತ್ತಿಗೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಿ, ತಾವು 2 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನೆನೆಸಲೇಬೇಕಾದಂತ ವಿಚಾರ. ಅವರ 8 ವರ್ಷದ ಕಾರ್ಯ ದೇಶಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಮುಡುಪಾಗಿಟ್ರು. ನೀವೇ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯಕ್ಕೆ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ದೇವರು ಆಯುರಾರೋಗ್ಯ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗಬೇಕಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೂ ಆ ದೇವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೂ ನಿಮಗೂ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ ಸ್ವಾಗತವಾಗಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಿದ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕುಲಸಚಿವರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಇದೀಗ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು ನಡೀತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಷ್ಟು
ಸಂತೋಷ್ ಅವರ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸಂತೋಷ್
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತದೆ?
ಈಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತದೆ.
ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳ ಕುರಿತು ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ ವರ್ಗದವರಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳ ಕುರಿತು ಪಕ್ಷಿ ನೋಟವನ್ನ ನೀಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶಕರು, ಪ್ರೇರಣಾ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಹಾಗೂ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ನೇತೃತ್ವವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಗುರುಗಳು ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಷ್ಣುಕಾಂತ್ ಸೆಟ್ಪಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳ ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷಿ ನೋಟವನ್ನ ನೀಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ.
Sir, mute. Yes.
ಗದಗಿನ ವೀರನಾರಾಯಣ ದೇವರನ್ನು ಸ್ಮರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಕಿಷ್ಕಿಂಧ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಗದಗ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹನುಮಂತನ ಸಂಕಲ್ಪವನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಪುನರ್ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ, this is an occasion not for celebration, not for glorifying what we have done, but it is presenting of the collective effort of all our stakeholders who have strived hard to build the organization. So it is very aptly written as Dhanyavad anteli. For a university like KSRDPRU, 5 or 6 years in the history of any education system is a very small period. We are aware that there are universities which are 150 years old in this country, and they are doing very well. All over the world also, there are several institutions or organizations who are extremely doing well from its inception, and it has created a brand globally. Now, this small period of 5 years, wherein the first Vice Chancellor, Registrar, and the team then, along with all the officers, executive council members, academic council members, with the support of the state government and the entire faculty of then period, have taken this organization to a new height. And those who are attending today's session all have contributed their might. And hence they are also very proud and privileged to join today to see how this organization, where they have put their little effort, in what direction it is moving. Anybody, or the human tendency is, when the effort is seen visible and we understand through our friends, relatives, or the people and around, the organization that we are working or we have been working is growing, anybody will feel happy. And hence this is only the occasion to share the collective effort of all of us. And the two arrows of growth, G1 and G2, all these are indicative here. You have 3 white dots in this 2021, 21, 22. There could be any number of dots. There are 3 dots. They only signify that it is not a linear path, sir. There were certain blocks. There are certain blowholes. There are certain teething problems. There are certain challenges. And all these challenges are collectively put forth in front of all the stakeholders, and with their collective efforts, we are now marching towards 22-23, which is a plain arrow. The arrow is not filled with any color now. By the end of the 3rd year, it should be more colorful. And that can be done with those who have attended here, from students, parents, faculty, officers, BOE, BOS members, the organizations with whom we are working, and the growth of the organization, which will be presented in the next 20-25 minutes, will gain all of your confidence. And I also seek the blessings of all those people who are joined and make them convenient to be with us on this occasion. With this, I will move forward with the basic presentation, which I am making in short, of the overall synoptic note of what has happened in last 1 year only. The pictorial presentation was for 5 minutes 38 seconds, which gave the picture of last 2 years. I am little precise because Nageshwar Rao has worked in ISRO. So I should tell what exactly is the time and the precision so that we accurately hit the targets. Please go to the next slide. This is a simple growth chart which shows that in the last 5 years, from 16 to 20, I was fortunate enough that I did not start from the zero level. I started with the buffer. I started with what was done in the last 4 years. So the growth period started maybe in 2017, and there were efforts in the initial 3 years to build the foundation in all aspects, maybe in administration, faculty, statutes, regulation, land, construction, decision-making process, finance, support from the government, everything, foundational work in all the fields was done. And that created a good opportunity. That means there was already a kind of trajectory fixed, a direction fixed. And I went only on based on that trajectory, 1 year completion, 2 year completion with the incremental growth from 2020, 21, 22, and now the next 2 years cannot be incremental. It has to be on a fast track growth, because if we have to achieve the goal, what was envisaged when the institution started, we would have almost covered around not even a decade by the end of 2024. So by the end of 2024, with the accelerated growth, with the fast track growth and clear collective effort of all of us, we should be able to reach that goal, what was envisioned. Please. The people here should, all of us, be happy to see this advertisement. I am starting with this positive note. We have seen the wanted column all these years. We want qualified scientists, we want qualified faculty, we want qualified teachers, we want qualified chartered accountants, doctors, engineers. But today the time has come that there is an advertisement which is released in newspaper saying that they want farmers. Sometimes it looks paradox, but this is reality of what is happening globally and more so in India, what we call it as reverse migration or forward migration, and what is happening in villages. So I am not going in detail, but it is again an indicative that there are no people in the villages who can carry out agriculture and farming. So this is again an opportunity for the Rural Development and Panchayat Raj University to create young, qualified professionals who will go to the villages and do the required goal that is required or the objective from which they take their education here. I am happy that our students today, at this point of time, they are in the rural immersion program at 9 villages. 230 students are staying in villages from last almost 25 days. So this kind of program will certainly create a kind of impact and inspiration among all students. So the first time this kind of positive note, and we will create more such kind of people who are highly qualified, who will go for rural development in the state and country. Please. My presentation is based on what I have given acronym when I joined the organization called as ART, A-R-T-E, that is academic, research, training, and extension activities. What we have done as an institution in all these fields. Here, those who are in this virtual meeting today, all of us know till last year, the university was focusing only on postgraduate program. We made a paradigm shift, and for the first time, taking advantage of the National Education Program 2020, we introduced 5 undergraduate programs. That means last year, the university started a new dimension in its development by introducing these 5 programs, and these programs which has got BA, BSc, BCom, and you will see that these programs are multidisciplinary. These programs, they come under 5 schools. These programs are having employment opportunities, and these programs will create definitely a good impact in the undergraduate education. Next. This is how a simple growth factor which tells about our academic admissions that has happened. And you will see that when we started in 2019-20, the admission for the PG programs which we are having was 188. From there, we moved in 2021 with 249. And last year, our admission for PG program, a very good number, 333. That is 333. And as we started simultaneously, the UG program, in the first year itself, all put together for the 5 programs, we had admissions of 165. That means the last line is not visible here. The total is 523 of PG students and 165 of UG students. Put together today, we have an academic strength of 688. When it started in 2017, we had just crossed 100. That means in terms of number, at least we have grown 5 times. The number of programs which started with 5, and today with UG and PG, we have got around 15, 16. We have doubled the number, but we have increased the admissions in terms of admissions 5 times. Now, the other important aspect which will always be looked in any organization, though results are not very, very particular with terms of the quantification, but still to have a qualitative understanding of what are our results. The first year, the average, you will see that for the first year PG students, it is 97%. And for the second year PG students, it's also almost to nearing to 100% in case of postgraduate programs. And postgraduate programs are generally students, those who are coming for postgraduate programs, they are focused and they look forward for their further higher progression, and hence the results are also in tune with the kind of students who are very particular in higher education. That gives the results of 97-98%. But whereas when you see in the next slide, wherein the UG first semester students, I said, the UG first semester students who had joined for the first semester of undergraduate program, they come from their 12th standard. And when they come from 12th standard, the first semester, I don't claim that we are first, but we started rightly at the right time. We completed the results of the first semester in the right time. We are already moving with 1.5 months in the second semester, and the results of this is around 92%. There is a failure of around 8% in UG program, for the reason being there are 2-3 students who have failed for the first time who are outsiders. They are in Kannada, and few students in English, and few students in core mathematics. So except that, by and large, I had interaction with all these UG students after their results. They had come with a kind of thinking that their percentages have gone down as compared to the pre-university. The pre-university percentages of all students, generally we are all aware, it is 98, 97, 90. And in undergraduate program like this, the percentages are not of that type. And I am going to have an interaction with all the 143 students to understand what best can be done so that in the second semester we achieve 100%. This is about results. Now, in terms of one slide, what we have seen in terms of student-centric activities. We have said that the university is focused on 2 things. One is student-centric and second is community-centric. Student-centric related along with the faculty. So there are series of programs which are held across the year, various programs wherein their personality is built, their confidence level is increased, their communication skill is increased, and hence more than 20 student-centric activities have been conducted. More than that, sometimes I feel that there are more number of activities, and hence I have to be a little careful on this issue. But still, these 20 student-centric activities are happening across the year. And along with it, which all of you again appreciate, next page. Next slide, please. This is on faculty development program. Effort has been made that with the change in the syllabus in the undergraduate program, there was need of having understanding of the new subjects, orientation, pedagogy, and hence along with the Center for Education and Social Studies, we have conducted series of faculty development program and also tried to understand how the examination pattern should also be. So we have the orientation program for the BOE members, question paper setters, so that they'll rightly draw the question paper based on the changing scenario of new education policy. So there has been effort in academic development, which is student-centric and faculty competency building. Next. This is again one attribute or indicator where every organization or every university is assessed. Again, I said that the kind of students that they come to our university, they are from rural background, and most of them, their focus is still has to be little more effective, and hence in terms of the placement, we can say that we are able to achieve the placement to 55 to 56%. Not fully, and most of them, those who come from arts and other sections, they always say that they go for competitive exam preparation. How many will be getting this opportunity to enter the competitive field is yet to be analyzed. But out of the past students, effective employment position with university effort is around 55 to 56%, which also indicates that we have to improve in this area. We have been making effort. There was only one officer who was looking after placement. We have doubled the strength by adding one more person. But this is one indicator wherein our effort has to be little more put, such that students who are studying in this university of, especially in the postgraduate program, they get a good placement mechanism through our university. Next. This is one area where we are slowly growing, sir, with the effort. And today's paper or the government which has announced of one important program which is happening, that is the midday meal scheme, which is funded by government of Karnataka and supplemented by providing egg intervention in the northern Karnataka or Kalyan Karnataka. I'm not going to detail for this scheme because it again takes time. What is MDMS scheme and supplementary? What I would like to focus, the government, that is the Department of Public Instruction, has given this research project so that whether the midday meal scheme intervention of egg has to be continued. And today in paper you have seen that the scheme is going to be continued in the North Karnataka. Not that all our recommendations have taken into cognizance, but still the report is in the final stage, which is going to be submitted to the government. And this project was given, and the effort of the food science technology, our department of CRI, the expert who is there, Dr. Suresh, all have put together, have made this project. And the university faculty who have undergone this kind of project have also learned from this project. It was the opportunity for the students and the faculty to go to the field. They went to Yadgir, they went to Gadag, they went to remote places, stayed there for a few days, carried out the data. And this has given them a good exposure, which may help for us to improve in the future. So also the one district, one product, which was given by MG and SARI, where our MBA students carried out the research project. To promote research culture again, we are not at par with the kind of universities which does the research, but the research culture is slowly improving. To enhance this, we started with the Kalam Research Forum. Our 14 PhD faculty have presented their thesis on which they had done. We have tried to improve the publication to 30. Student publications has also improved, more so in the Masters of Public Health, because of the effort of Dr. Suresh again there. So the research culture over the period is improving, and the other organizations, we are collaborating MOU with more than 21 organizations in the government sector, private sector, central sector, and people who are working day in and out in various fields. We have tried to collaborate so that what is not present in our organization, we can try to do collaborative work with these organizations. We are not fully satisfied with the effort that is being made with all our MOU organization. We are yet to get a better activity based along with this MOU and use their expertise. But nevertheless, the institutions who have signed MOU with us, they are happy and they want to do effective work, which we will try to improve in the coming days. Next. Next. Please. The other center through which the organization is working is with the CTPS, that is Center for Training and Publications. Though this activity which we started earlier, we are now slowly again gaining importance in this. We had conducted important virtual program 3 days for all our faculty and students along with the managed organization of Hyderabad to get our people sensitized with this important activity of formation of farmer produce organization. And the other thing which I would like to be little more explicit in telling that Government of Karnataka has organized or has planned to strengthen the libraries at the Gram Panchayat level. Hence, they have made a pilot project, and these librarians in Gram Panchayats, they were asked to be trained, and for the 5 days program was conducted in our university, where these 50 Gram Panchayat librarians were trained, and this will become a year-long program now, where Gram Panchayat librarians from different districts will be coming for a 5-day residential program, which is again customized, need-based, depending on the type of district, type of trainees and other things. So in this regard, already after the pilot program at of Gadag, our faculty and officers went to Udupi district. They tried to train or give a sensitization to the librarians there. Meanwhile, because of the change of the CEO there, it has delayed the beginning of the program. So in this way, the farmers training program, faculty training program, student training program, and other kind of training program which are need-based, because of the infrastructure available at our university, which is both residential and non-residential training programs, are likely to improve effectively in the coming year. Next. As part of publications, next please. The effort of the training center, they have been regularly bringing this magazine, which is presently online, which is a quarterly magazine called as Gramodaya. Along with the four quarters in the last year, we brought a special edition of the first convocation, and this time the Gramodaya which was released on 4th April, it was a combination of it was a combination of both. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Audible, sir. You are audible, sir.
It's a combination of both the special issue and the quarterly magazine. 1 minute. Okay. This is what about the CPS. Now taking on one important, shall we move ahead? Okay. one important dimension of university is on extension activities. From the last 2 years, with the initiative of all the faculty members, experimentation of all our students and faculty, we arrived last year that saying that the agriculture and allied activities wherein the students are involved, it cannot be a superficial or a peripheral or a pastime activity. So for the first time, we introduced agriculture and allied activities across first, second, and third semester of all PG program as a credit course program. So it's a two credit course program, because we have got several activities in the campus spread over, and it was the thinking of the entire BOS faculty members that unless we bring in this as a credit course, we will not be able to bring effective learning methodology or the outcomes from the students. So the hands-on activity was strengthened, and we introduced that for the first and second and third semester of PG program. Similarly, we introduced this as a two credit course of agriculture and allied activities for first semester UG program also. So the students of our university, by the end of their course, they are not only theoreticians, they are also practitioners. They know the concept, they also know on the field. So we are in this year, based on our last year experience, we will try to analyze what and how the students have learned and try to refine this program and continue it with more efficacy. And as I said, there are several activities and extension programs happening in the university to see that the students are exposed to the field activities. So we had Desi Goshala, Desi breed of cows, which we have started last year. Go Adharit Jeevan Paddhati with the association of the Vivek Vedike program. We have a biofuel. Last year, August, we started this biofuel on the biofuel day. We have constructed a beautiful Parnakutir and a Mantap with bamboo as one of the important building material. Last year, we started aquaculture activities in our farm ponds and other places. So in this way, we have tried to bring in the understanding, exposure, and experimentation and hands-on work for all our students in a structured timetable, so that all students are exposed to these extension activities on the field. So what they learn in theory, they also practice in the ground. So some of the extension activities I like to highlight, which we started last year. Please. Next. We started all our projects in the last 2 years under the acronym called as DESI, Demonstrable, Stable, Sustainable Initiatives. Few programs which were started earlier, we have continued it, and last year we started apiculture. And this apiculture, we know our students learned, our workers learned, our people became little skilled by getting the bite of the bee. And it has not caused any problem for all of them, but they have learned hard as to maintain. But we are still in a phase of learning in this particular apiculture. But over the period, this apiculture activity also we would like to strengthen it. The objectives of all these program of agriculture, integrated livestock farming, or doing apiculture, aquaculture, all these things is to demonstrate that any person with a small holding also, he can carry out his activity effectively, financially, and it is viable. So that's why we say that demonstrable and stable. Now in these 2 years, I can confidently say that with the effort of all our people in the university, they have demonstrated. They have now demonstrated. And the next year, what we are going to plan is in the stage of second important phase of stability phase. So these projects are in terms of biodiversity park. 75 acres of land has been allocated for biodiversity, and more so from this June 4th, June 5th, we will be adding the green campus activity. If those who have not come since last 1 year, I have an invitation for all of you that whenever you feel, you can come and see. And we have now become also expertise in transplantation of trees. Wherever there was a construction work or the widening of roads, we have been transplanting with the in-house expertise that is available. And it is nothing wrong to say that our experts were asked by the KMF to come and see that their plants which are being going to devast due to the road widening, they need to be transplanted. So our faculty members went there and successfully transplanted. We started last year on one important activity, that is on establishing of Rural Technology Park and Bio Research Center. Our faculty in the agriculture activity, they started developing organic different products. So we wanted some entrepreneur to take this and commercialize it. And already one person has established his unit in the technology park to develop commercially these organic fertilizers. So in terms of other activity which is coming in the coming days in the Rural Technology Park is on the Kinnal Toy project. This Kinnal Toy project, which is to be promoted, preserved in terms of its design market, wherein we have started this project along with the support of KVIC. And this project is to the tune of 5 crores. And the project has been approved. The DPR is in the final stage, and we'll be submitting this DPR in a couple of days. So likely that this big project, which is going to come in association with other organization, will be one of the big projects, because other projects, I am telling new projects which are coming over the period in the next following years. Similarly, the students, those who are from Kolar, they wanted to test whether we can do sericulture here. So I was initially a little hesitant to say that whether it is possible, but the students said that we will do this project. We will go grow mulberry here and start growing this and develop sericulture project, which is in the process. They have already started the seedlings. Similarly, the present market is on the cold press oil. So we would like to take this project, handicraft, as one of the important project documentation which is required in the district. That is also in the process. So in this way, we have made strides in different direction, and our activities are surging ahead effectively. Please. Next slide. Apart from the existing project from the previous year, sir, we have added few. I was telling jocularly to all our faculty and other students that the departments or various departments in and around our district or in the state, they have understood that this university is effectively, with all dedication and commitment, they are going to do this activity. So the Department of Animal Husbandry, they said that we would like to establish a Goshala, and this Goshala, which will come in our campus, which will house more than 100 cows. And for that, the Animal Husbandry has asked for 5 acres of land, which has been allocated on April 11. The district minister has done the Bhumi Puja. and almost 50 lakh rupees will be given for the construction in the first year. Subsequently, as the activity goes, there will be more funding. So since we have already gained experience by having our integrated livestock farming, we have our desi cows, our faculty have already gained confidence in handling this. And this Goshala project is also going to be a very important new dimension project. Similarly, organic fertilizers in-house, we have done a lot of experimentation, and today at least we have 5 to 6 organic fertilizers which is used today for our own consumption. Same thing with vermicompost. There was discussion in the campus saying that we should be able to go for commercial and sell this vermicompost, which is of great demand, but still we may not be able to go for that because our consumption is itself is more. So in this way, with the green campus, with the kind of organic fertilizer, vermicompost, emphasis on agriculture, we thought that we should be equipped with agriculture machinery also. So we approached Canara Bank, and Canara Bank was very much they said that they will be providing this under their CSR, and a tractor was provided under the CSR, which is very difficult for us in our system to purchase new vehicle and get the permission from the government. So agriculture, now there is less dependency. We have our own tractor, we have our water tanker, which can be coupled with the tractor, because in the month of February, March, April, the plants had to be watered around the campus, which all of you know that in 300 acres of land. So we have our own tanker now, we have our own trailer, we have our own tractor, and there are many people who are skilled in driving this. And we have tried to build the required equipments along with so that there is no much dependency on external agencies. So similarly, the university campus, I said that we have started supporting. One entrepreneur has already come, and we would like to see many startups to come in our technology park in the coming days. In-house from our own students, we would like to start our incubation center along with Deshpande Foundation. We would like to start rural technology park strengthening. In this way, students multi-dimensional, multidisciplinary activities will help the students to improve effectively. And few next, the list is little long. Whatever we have done, we are yet to add these new initiatives which are in the pipeline. I have been telling in the last few days that we started with plantation, but now as we move ahead with our experience, we felt that there is need for a seed bank. Next year, the Indian government has already announced that it's the year of millet. So we would like to, we are already a farm shed is being constructed, which is suitable for seed bank. And we'll be establishing the seed bank. Similarly, there is need for our students to get exposed to the farmer producer organization. Many organizations which are already running this farmer producer organization, they come to us and say that we need training. They also come that we need CEOs. They also come that with the changes in the farmer producer organizations, the government of Karnataka has even given a target. So we also think that as a university, we should also be a knowledge partner, facilitate for establishing a farmer producer organization. Thereby, we become the resource institute. effort is being made to talk with the government of Karnataka, different departments, so that the university is recognized as a resource center for training, facilitating farmer producer organization, and some of our project fellow faculty, along with the other visiting professor, they are able to do it effectively in the next few days. So also establish aquaculture unit. I said about the Kinnal toy project in collaboration with KVIC, which we are going to do. We are going to establish the bamboo park there. And on 3rd of this June, we are going to sign the MOU with IGFRI, wherein the fodder bank will be established. When we have our own Desi Goshala of more than 100 cows, we need fodder for our own sake. So IGFRI fortunately is in Dharwad, and the director of IGFRI from Jhansi is coming on 3rd, and we'll be signing the MOU so that we will be in-house growing the required fodder for the cattle which is there in the organization. In the last 2 days, the other project which took a very good shape with the effort of our Jilla Panchayat, that is, we would like to establish inclusive development rehabilitation center for disabled people. As all of us know, that common facility center is there in manufacturing, production or service sector, but in the disability sector, there is no common facility. So the Jilla Panchayat of Gadag has been very magnanimous, the CEO and the officers, that they have agreed, along with the Gadag Institute of Medical Sciences and other organization, we will be establishing a rehabilitation center in the disabled sector, so that at one umbrella, we get several facilities. I am not going to go in detail because of the kind of facilities that we are going to do there. It is on aquatherapy, it will be on occupational therapy, it will be on physiotherapy and other therapies which will enable, along with training and other things. One again important activity which we started. All of us know this is Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav 75 years. Government of India, Government of Karnataka have started several activities. We being a rural development university, along with the other organizations like Pradnya Pravaha, University of Coimbatore, University of Rani Chennamma University, Center for Education and Social Studies, Vikas Academy of Gulbarga, we have been working on 3 important aspects in this particular year. That can we create a concept of what do we mean by rural development, what are the best practices in rural development, showcase what other organizations are doing, and carry out outreach programs. And we have started this from April 24th, where we had a day-long session on rural development and its commitment. And this time, maybe in the next few days, we'll be able to announce the fellowship programs in around 75 villages. So demonstrate what is the rural development, look at its funding for the government and central government organization, and carry out sustainable rural development activities through the fellowship program, which is in the process of formation. And we'll be announcing this in the next few days. And the fellowship program on rural development in 75 villages, looking at the kind of application that we are trying to get it, where the Youth for Seva is working effectively, who have got the experience. And all of us know that there are several fellowship programs which are happening, but we are trying to do a unique fellowship program and implement and try to experiment it. Administratively, also very significantly, we have moved ahead. That is, I'm very happy to tell that whatever was started when the university started. The entire physical infrastructure, which was started by the then Vice Chancellor, then Registrar, all the construction has been completed. The university has almost partially moved to the new campus. We have shifted all the UG programs. We have shifted 5 PG program. We have shifted the girls hostel there. We have shifted the boys hostel there. The university registrar, vice chancellor, and the finance officer are going to stay in the campus. There are more than 10 faculty members who have already moved to the university. The guest house, which is outside, is now inside the campus. So in this way, the campus culture has started in the new campus. We have added new bus, and I said we have added already the tractor. We have already improved our IT infrastructure, and for the first time, last time, we got funding for SCP-TSP scheme, and under that, we have already invited and distributed laptop. It was very difficult to concise what to tell, how much to tell, because under the SCP-TSP scheme, for the first time, we have developed the skill development lab. We have developed a gymnasium, indoor, outdoor. We are developing a digital library under SCP-TSP scheme. Generally, the scheme is more larger bandwidth so that all students can also take advantage of that. So my last two slides is to give a effective of what is the summary of all these things which we have done, sir. So the effort of the last 1 year certainly brings down the bottom line that quantitatively and qualitatively there is a growth in academic. In terms of research, the capability has enhanced from what we were earlier, and now the university has been recognized as a competent center for imparting training in various aspects. And our outreach activity has extensively increased. We have been doing the farmers program. We have got Farmers Connect. We are always carrying out programs wherein more farmers participate in it. Visibility of universities, all types of media, social media, Facebook, and all these social media, our university, of course, in print and electronic media. And there has been credibility of universities improved, both by the parent department of our own rural department, line department, and our own local government, that is Jilla Panchayat. We can certainly see now the university campus culture when you visit. And with this work, the expectation from the university, from the society, from the government, from students, everyone has increased. We are certainly on the growth trajectory of physical infrastructure and IT infrastructure. The 10th point is not seen, sir. It is hidden. It may be also indicative. The 10th point is financial stability. The 10th point is financial stability, Professor Nageshwar Rao. And money is always invisible. And hence the financial stability is also invisible. It is seen. We have not added much financial grants from the government last year. We have been maintaining a good surplus, good reserve. Our stability is there with the past efforts of the earlier executive committee and the vice chancellor and the officers then. And today also we have got enough, but that is not enough for the kind of development that we are going to look at. It is enough for what to do at the present stage, but if we have to expand or improve on a large scale, we need little more additional money, for which we are making effort. And after looking at all these things in the last, what we have done, based on the discussion, based on the suggestions, based on the expectations, I have jotted down and request and appeal for everybody that the university, if it has to be little more stable, if it has to increase or improve the speed of the work in the right direction, all of us have to put our effort to see that the university will be able to conduct its recruitment process. We have sanctioned posts in the new executive committee, earlier executive committee, the government, everybody is telling that there has to be a recruitment in the university at the earliest, but still we are yet to get a green signal to process it. So our entire focus, starting from everybody with the support, we should be able to see that the recruitment process takes place at the earliest. One of the important agenda for the next 1 year is focus on recruitment process. Similarly, whatever programs which we have been doing till now, they are in the program mode. And all of us know that program mode has got a limitation, and we have to now move from the program mode to the project mode or a mission mode or a targeted mode, so that there is more achievement through this program. And last 2 years, we have done a lot of exploration, experimentality, but the focus for the next year shall be stability. And all these programs, whosoever and everyone we are doing in our university, we should all focus on revenue generation, so that financial stability can also little more increase, and we are getting a better model so that it can be replicated and sustainable. So our focus should be on stabilized revenue generation, mission mode, along with the collaboration of government and non-government organizations, so that we can have little more impact. To achieve this effectively, all of us know that the organization can become strong, can become efficient only if there is higher level of teamwork, team spirit, camaraderie, interpersonal relationship. These try to build internally, and it has to be enhanced. We have been able to achieve this because it is there, but we have to expand. If we have to consolidate it, we have to be more effective in people management. We have to have a better teamwork so that we can achieve these challenges. What we have done last 2 years, that is where on an incremental growth, but if we have to make an aggressive, assertive, impactful mode, then we have to move on a fast track effectively with the collective spirit of teamwork. With this, these are the people who have been blessed, who have been blessing the university by, they have visited in the last 1 year, and they have been always encouraging. And the ashram at campus, every day there will be more than around 50 visitors, and everyone feels that this university should grow. And this university, if it has to grow with the wish and blessings of all of you, I request and appeal. Next slide, last slide. That we have to be the change agents. No one, apart from who are here today, who were expected, they might have not been present here, but the people who have been associated with this organization in some way or other, they should all help, and each one who is working in the organization maybe the faculty, student, teaching, non-teaching staff, they have to set a goal for themselves of what is the trajectory or the goal for the next year, how much they can do, how much they can achieve, and the effort and achievement of each one will help to build the organization, and so that after 1 year we should be able to review what we have done and how we have to move forward. With the kind support of everyone here, we have been able to do our humble service to this country. We are rolling only of till now as Bharat Mata, and now we have the Janani and Go Mata. By doing both this effectively in our organization, we can bring a spectacular change in the field of rural development and try to create confidence in the education sector that the collective effort of everyone will give good results. With this appeal, I thank everyone for joining this. We have little cross time of 15 minutes. We wanted to just close by 5:05. I have added little more because of the kind of activities that we are having. Thank you for your patience and thank you for your time. I value everyone and I acknowledge everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸರ್. ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಸಮಗ್ರ ಕಾರ್ಯಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳ ವೈವಿಧ್ಯಮಯ ಆಯಾಮಗಳನ್ನು ಸಂಕ್ಷಿಪ್ತವಾಗಿ ಪರಿಚಯಿಸಿದಂತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಈಗ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದವರಿಗೆ ವಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ವಿತ್ತಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ ಜೆಸಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಂತಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿಷ್ಣುಕಾಂತ್ ಚಟ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ರಾಜ್ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾಗಿ 2 ವರ್ಷಗಳಾಯಿತು. 2 ವರ್ಷಗಳಂದ್ರೆ ಸರಿಸುಮಾರು 730 ದಿನಗಳು. ಈ 730 ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗಾಗಿ, ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಭವಿಷ್ಯಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಬೋಧಕಿಯರ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಗಳ ಏಳಿಗೆಗಾಗಿ ಅಹರ್ನಿಶಿ ಚಿಂತನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಶ್ರಮಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿಷ್ಣುಕಾಂತ್ ಚಟ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಸುಯೋಗ ಅಂತ ಆದ್ರೂ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಜಮಿನ್ ಡಿಸ್ರೇಲ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಬ್ಬ ರಾಜತಜ್ಞ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಹೇಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಏನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಅರ್ಥಗರ್ಭಿತವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಡಿಸ್ರೇಲ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಎ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ದ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್, ಲಿಬರ್ಟಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಒಂದು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯವು ಜ್ಞಾನ ದೀವಿಗೆಯನ್ನು ಹಚ್ಚತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ತಾಣವಾಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಮನೋಭಾವನೆಯನ್ನು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಕೇಂದ್ರವಾಗಿರಬೇಕು ಹಾಗೂ ನಿರಂತರ ಕಲಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆಯಾಗಬೇಕಂತ. ಈ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳು ಪ್ರತಿ ಕ್ಷಣ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ಞಾನಾರ್ಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶಗಳನ್ನು ಸಹ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ತನ್ನೊಬ್ಬನ ಏಳಿಗೆಗಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಮನುಕುಲದ ಏಳಿಗೆಗಾಗಿ, ಮನುಕುಲದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗಾಗಿ, ಸಮಾಜದ ಏಳಿಗೆಗಾಗಿ ವಿಸ್ತರಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ವಿಸ್ತೀರ್ಣವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದ ವಿಷಯ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಮನೋಭಾವನೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಬೇರೆ, ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳು ಬೇರೆ. ಆ ಉದಾತ್ತ ಧ್ಯೇಯಗಳನ್ನು, ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳನ್ನು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಮನದ ಬಾಗಿಲಿಗೆ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಿರಂತರ ಕಲಿಕೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಜಿಡ್ಡು ಕೃಷ್ಣಮೂರ್ತಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾವ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಕೆ ಸ್ಥಗಿತಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತದೋ ಅದು ಅವಸಾನದ ಆರಂಭ ಅಂತ. ಆ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಬೋಧಕಿಯರ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಗಳಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಅವರು ಪ್ರತಿ ಕ್ಷಣ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಕಲಿಯುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಸದಾ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳು ನೀಡುತ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಏನಾದ್ರು ನಾವು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೈಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲಾ ಸಾಧನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇವಲ 2 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಸಂಕಲ್ಪ ಶಕ್ತಿ. ನಮ್ ಸರ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಂಕಲ್ಪ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆ ಸಂಕಲ್ಪ ಹೇಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹನುಮಂತನಿಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಸಂಕಲ್ಪವಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಂತ. ಸೊ ಆ ಸಂಕಲ್ಪದಿಂದ, ಆ ಮನೋಧೈರ್ಯದಿಂದ, ಆ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ, ಆ ಸೇವಾ ಮನೋಭಾವದಿಂದ ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಈ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯವನ್ನು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಪಥದತ್ತ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನಾದ್ರೂ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಕುಲ ಸಚಿವರ ಪರವಾಗಿ, ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳು, ಕುಲ ಸಚಿವರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಪರವಾಗಿ, ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಬೋಧಕೇತರ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಗೆ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದಂತಹ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾದ ಬಸವರಾಜ್ ಲಕ್ಕಣ್ಣ ಸವರಿಗೆ ಸಹ ನಾನು ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳಾದ ಸಹ ನಾಡಗೌಡ ಸರ್ ಸಹ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ನಾನು ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಭಟ್ ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಜೀವನ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾಗೇಶ್ವರ ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಈ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ನೀಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು. ಸುರೇಶ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣರಾವ್ ಸರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ರಮಣಯ್ಯ ಸರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, JB ಪ್ರಧಾನ್ ಸರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷದ ವಿಷಯ. ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಈ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಪ್ರೀತಿಗಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳ ಮೇಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಅಭಿಮಾನದಿಂದಾಗಿ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಬಂದ ನಂತರ ಜೀವನ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್, ಪ್ರಧಾನ್ ಸರ್ ಸಹ ನಾವು ಭೇಟಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡೋ ಹಾಗಾಯ್ತು. ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ನಾನು ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹೊಂಬಾಳಿ ಅವರು, ಸಿ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರು, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಮೋಹನ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಉಷಾ ದೇವರು ಸಹ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ನಾನು ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶೇಷಾಧಿಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಭಾರ್ಕರವ್ ಚನ್ನಪ್ಪಗೌಡ ಸರ್ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ನಾನು ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಡಳಿತಾಧಿಕಾರಿ ಶಶಿಭೂಷಣ್ ಅವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಸಂತೋಷ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಬೋಧಕೇತರ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಸಹ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳು ಅವರ ಸಂಕಲ್ಪ ಶಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಏಳ್ಗೆ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ದೇವರು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ, ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯ ಹಾಗೂ ಇನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಸಂಕಲ್ಪ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಗವಂತನಲ್ಲಿ ಮನಸ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Okay, thank you. So, hearty congratulations, sir, for phenomenal developments in this past 2 years under your leadership.
ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ಲಿ,
Yes, sir.
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇರಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ.
ಸರಿ, ನೋಡಿದಂಗೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
Okay.
Sir, Suresh sir, then Pradhan sir, and all are there. Ramanaya sir, so Prashant. Okay, thank you all.
ಪೊದ್ದಾರ್ ಸರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪೊದ್ದಾರ್ ಅವ್ರ ಕಾರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
Sir.